If you've been stomping into awareness, you now realize in any given moment there's a lot more present than just what has your attention. One of the things that's present is your true nature. But for most of us, it's buried in the back of our brain. Today's seminar is about bringing it forward. This is the fourth core practice, the Wannabe Tree. It's a simple way to symbolize your true nature, bring it into consciousness, and be guided by it. Knowing you're aligned with your true nature greatly increases your sense of all right now. This is the 9th seminar in the series and corresponds to chapter 4 in the book. So grab a pen and some paper and let's get started. New chapter, new poem. Do you sometimes react in a way that's not you? It can often occur when there's too much to do. Do you fret over choices and none look that good? Do you beat yourself up over some sort of I should? Do you put too much weight on the words others say? Do you yield to peer pressure, are easily swayed? When you get that cold feeling this doesn't feel right, do you voice your concerns or lock it down tight? Just envision a place where you're centered in you, as you truly are, just the authentic you. You would listen and learn throughout each conversation and be willing to share your own interpretation. You'd politely express what your point of view is, knowing how they react is completely their biz. There would still be the pressure to do what they say, but it's easier now just to go your own way. It won't solve all your problems, but clearly would help to possess a quick way just to center yourself. A great way to stay grounded as you want to be is to nurture and grow your own wannabe tree. Your wannabe tree symbolizes who and how you want to be. You plant it, shape it, and reap the benefit of it. Each part of it represents a different part of your true self, and it easily expands to encompass your true nature. Left on its own, your brain readily derives your true self from your family, culture, religion, education, work, and social life. It can seem predetermined, but it's not. You can, and you would be better served if you consciously decide on it yourself. Your wannabe tree is a metaphor for it. The roots are your values. Values reflect your beliefs. So what are they? Here's a starting point to spur your thinking. Values are not usually foremost in your mind. When you live guided by your values, you generally have a greater sense of well-being. When a particular person or situation makes you feel like something's not right, it could be a signal from a value that's being challenged. Just like the roots, they keep you grounded and hold fast for a lifetime. Pick a few, write them down, and test drive them before you lock them down. Core attributes make up the trunk. Attributes are strengths and traits you use to achieve roles and goals and to deal with life's twists and turns. They may be old ways or something you want to develop. They bend when pressured but rarely break. Here's a list of character attributes. I particularly like this list because you can go to this website and take the VIA Survey of Character Strengths. The results show where you stand with them today. You can decide whether they seem right to you or change them. Then go back in 3 months, retake the survey, and see if you've changed. And it's all for free. The branches are your intentions. They are how you carry yourself and behave as you go through the day. They drive what you think, say, and do. They often feel instantaneous and automatic, but they often tie back to old ways. Some are good, and some not so good. People judge you based on the intentions they witness. Have you ever formed an opinion about someone based on a particular interaction? Not fair, but it's reality. Pick a few, but don't lock them down just yet. The foliage represents your roles and goals. You play different roles. You have multiple goals, and they change like leaves change in autumn. You can assemble them by area of responsibility, the role you play, or do it by objective. The point is to establish them and realize that they will change as you do. Knowing your roles and goals core attributes and values helps you decide on your intentions. Now go back to the branches and decide whether you need different intentions for different parts of the foliage. Do it thoughtfully. Remember, the brain's socialization functions drive you to fit in, no matter what other parts of your wannabe tree are. If the difference between values, attributes, and intentions is fuzzy, it is. You get to decide. You shape your tree so it works for you. You may have one characteristic that shows up in all three lower parts, like awareness. Your wannabe tree is the mindful shift. Shift to it before, during, or after any situation to stay centered. Make it a daily focus, like Centered Sunday or Wannabe Wednesday. Ask, are you living according to your wannabe tree? And does it reflect who you want to be? A yes to both questions is an instant boost in your well-being. So, if you've been drawing your tree, what does it look like? With a little TLC, your tree will mature along with your true self. But there still may be some questions. Why am I here? What if I need help? How do I stay the course? These questions are core to your true nature, and the answers are within reach from your wannabe tree. It helps to have aspirations, which are what you hope to achieve in life. There's no rush to lock down aspirations. It's likely you'll try on different ones and see how they fit. They become clear and more important as they stand the test of time. Here are some examples. Also, you can think of someone you admire. Do they live by an aim you would aspire to? The Dalai Lama is quoted as saying, "My religion is simple. My religion is kindness." Aspirations are yours and yours alone. They can feel squishy and like a cliche. It's okay. You don't have to share them with anyone. As you choose them, let them be like stars in the sky that you use to navigate through life. And there's no better place to put them than right above your wannabe tree. We all need to take refuge from time to time to escape from the turmoil of the day. But rarely do we plan for it. So right now, imagine a place where you feel safe and can recharge. It might be in nature, in your bedroom, someplace with a pet. Envision it in detail and develop the felt sense of being there. Safe, calm, refreshed, content. Practice shifting to it in one breath. Take a deep breath in and shift to it with the exhale. And while you're doing that, put your wannabe tree right in the middle of your refuge and watch it flourish. Sometimes you may need more help. Where do you go when you need insight and advice? A mentor, a friend, a book, like All Right Now. Give your resources spots under your wannabe tree now so you can access them when you need them. And here's a tip. Leave a spot for your self-talk so it learns to support you as you want to be rather than how it thinks you ought to be. Look at what you've created. All aspects of your true nature, from aspirations down to values, are available to you. Whenever you anticipate, participate in, or recover from a difficult or wonderful experience, in one breath you can interpret it within the context of who and how you want to be. You'll also find just knowing your tree is there will stabilize you. You won't be knocked off balance by an unexpected circumstance or someone's reaction. And most importantly, you can easily see where you are aligned and where you're not. Maybe an intention is holding you back. An attribute is missing. A goal is inconsistent. Maybe your purpose is fuzzier than you'd hoped. Whatever it is, now you know it, you can take action. Here's an edited real-world example. It was during the due diligence meeting with prospective buyers to buy the company that the CEO turned to him and asked, "Well, we've been growing worldwide revenues in excess of 40% for at least 5 years, haven't we?" The question was a veiled attempt to get him to confirm a lie. He hadn't expected it. He felt a lump in his throat. He paused. He wouldn't do it and replied, "Gee, you'd know those numbers better than me." In fact, he didn't know those numbers, and the CEO wanted it that way. But he didn't need to know them. There was no way the business was growing at 40%. As the CEO blathered on to the buyers, he stopped, took a deep breath, and dropped into his refuge. He took solace in the fact that he had remained true to his integrity, a value of his Wannabe Tree. He wondered if this was the final signal and that it was time to leave. When he accepted the VP job, it seemed to be too good to be true. After 3 years, he knew it was. He found he continually made uncomfortable adjustments and compromises to adapt to the idiosyncrasies, behaviors, and management styles of the CEO. With each one, he realized he was feeling worse and getting out of alignment with who he was. When he shared with an inquiring board member that he found it difficult at times to work for the CEO, the board member responded, "Yeah, he's impossible. I feel sorry for you, but he's made us a ton of money." The prospective buyer decided to stop the purchase, and he decided to start looking for a new job. He immediately felt better. His Wannabe Tree helped him stand tall. Alignment with your true nature is a powerful determinant of being all right now. Knowing who you are, how you behave, and that you're able to stay the course is not always easy, but it's a bedrock feeling. And it all comes from simply drawing your Wannabe Tree. There's a wonderful quote from the Zen monk Suzuki Roshi. "What we're doing here is so important, we had better not take it too seriously." So with that in mind, let me close by saying, so if you think that the tree's just a slick mental trick, you're right, but admit, it's not bad for a stick. Next up is the 5th core practice, where you will learn to grow the big 3, curiosity, gratitude, and kindness. They make up the foundation of All Right Now. I hope you join me, and thanks for watching.